Hello, fellow creeps, and welcome once again to the Mask Fanatic. I'll bet you a bag of pine cones it's time for the Mask Fanatic. Yeah, a bag of pine cones. Really? Seriously? What? Where did... I don't know. Of course, you may be familiar with the famous Frankenstein makeup devised for Universal Studios by Jack Pierce, which was used for the classic Frankenstein movies back in the 30s and 40s. You know, the square head and the neck bolts. Okay, neck electrodes technically, but everybody calls them neck bolts. The scar, the facial scar, the green, and the head, and you hear me? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Well, in 1957, when Hammer Films was going to come out with their own version of Frankenstein, they had to come up with a makeup job for their movie that didn't look anything like the classic one that Jack Pierce created for Universal, because Universal owned it. So an artist named Phil Leakey, a word I think of a lot since I come up here in the attic every week. Phil Leakey designed an entirely different kind of Frankenstein monster makeup, which was worn by Christopher Lee in 1957's The Curse of Frankenstein, a great movie. And several versions have been made over the years of a mask. There have been several masks made of the Christopher Lee Frankenstein monster from 1957's Curse of Frankenstein. This particular one, which you see before you right now, provided you're actually looking in the direction of me and this video production here, you're looking at the one from Smiffy's, S-M-I-F-F-Y, Smiffy's. Smiffy's came out with a licensed by Hammer Films Curse of Frankenstein mask in the year 2006, and it was only available for a couple of years, so like 2006 through 2008 was about it. And there aren't that many of them in the States, apparently. Now, as you can probably tell, because I'm flopping it about, this is not a real high-end, high-quality collector's item kind of art piece mask, as are so many of them here in the attic. This particular one is kind of an El Cheapo. It's just a little simple Halloween mask, but I think it's kind of cool because it's licensed from Hammer Films, and I believe it says, yes it does, it says Hammer Film Productions 2006. Right on there. Can you see that? Nah, you can't see it. Take my word for it. It says that. And the sculpture, at least, is pretty good. It's not wonderful. It's good, but it's not good. If you'll indulge me that bit of youthful contrastive focus reduplication, it's kind of good. It's got the stitches across the forehead and the Mo Howard haircut and these big things stuck on his cheeks with bloody cuts in them. But it's not wonderful. I think one of the things that they really should have done to make it look more like the Christopher Lee Frankenstein monster was put one eye in it and paint it white, because in the movie, one of the most memorable aspects of that makeup is that he's got one brown eye and one dead or blind looking eye that's like a pale bluish white color. And I don't know why they simply went ahead and cut both eyes out on this mask. Because it kind of damages the look, diminishes the resemblance, you know what I'm saying? I think unless you have one brown eye and one blue eye at least, or you have a white contact you could put in one eye, you're not going to really look quite like he looked in the film. But anyway, just a cheapy mask here. Sculpted hair, obviously, which I don't care for, but again, this isn't supposed to be a big high-end collector thing. This is just a cheesy little Halloween mask, and as such, I think it's a fun one and a worthwhile one, and you know, very collectible, licensed by Hammer. That makes it very collectible. And you know, it's one of those masks that's kind of a what-if mask to me. It looks like what if Topstone had made a mask of the Frankenstein from Curse of Frankenstein. What if Topstone had made one, like in, you know, 1970 or something? It probably would have looked a lot like this. And if you collect Topstones, this guy displays great alongside a bunch of Topstones, because he looks like one of their products, even though he's not. He's from Smiffy's. And other versions of this character have been done by Sam McCain, Carol Hicks, Daniel Horn. Various artists have done versions. but the only licensed one as of this video shoot is the Smiffy's El Cheapo version from 2006. They do turn up from time to time on Evil Bay and places like that, so you never know, you might score one and you can put it there with your top stones, or at least wear it at the haunted house on Halloween, right? And in closing, tonight I'd like to do my impression for you, my impression of Grumpy Cat.